So if you in your company want to transform into something digital, you just need to do two things. So, today let's talk about digital transformation. Woo, great word. I mean, everybody wants to be in at digital transformation. And to be honest, I think this is something that came of those movies. Transformers, you know? Cars and trucks transforming and moving their parts to something different, which becomes a fighting robot. That's exciting. I think I would like my product, my computer, to become transformed into some fighting machine. That's better than an accountancy. But still, everybody wants to be in on digital transformation, and almost everybody claims that he does digital transformation. So if you ask someone who's producing computers, they tell you, oh yes, digital transformation, we do that. You should use computers. But you already do use it. Yes, but now you have to use bigger computers, more expensive. Then you're really transforming. Right. If you ask Google, Google says, yeah, well, now you can do online marketing. No, honestly, I heard that in a speech given by a Google representative. He said, no, now we can do online marketing, very targeted. That's something new, transformative. Well, okay, you've been doing this for 10 years, but yeah, digital. Ask a supplier of like databases. No, we don't do databases anymore. This is now big data or smart data or whatever. And well, if you do that, you do transformative things somehow because it's all digital and you have to buy a new product that transforms your money to, no, that's transfers. Anyway, never mind. In Germany, they talk about Industry 4.0. It's also nice, but it's rather limited in scope because all it does is integrate your supply chain. You have the smart factory, and the factory can communicate with your suppliers and demand some deliveries. Fine, but that's not all of it. I think a better example of where this should go to is like ask a German engineer to build a transportation system. Just get people from A to B. And the engineer will get to work and they develop something like the Transrapid, which is a high-speed magnetic train running at more than 400 kilometers per hour. Great thing, very expensive, and nobody really bought it. Now, ask an American engineer, maybe a startup, and say, you see, we need to get people from A to B. And somebody thinks about that problem and comes up with an app like Uber. And Uber is basically the electronic thumb. You just hold your finger out and say, okay, can I hitch a ride? Because I want to go from A to B. Who else is going? And all the digital thing does is match it. And this is not so hard. I mean, we know how to program apps. We know our smartphones. We can match those things. But we solve the problem in a completely different, a new way. And that's what digital transformation is about. So if you, in your company, want to transform into something digital, you just need to do two things. The first thing you do is you assess what kind of value you offer your customers. What do you get paid for? That's your product, but that's also your services around that, and that's your image. And then next to it, you lie all the digital possibilities of sensors, of Internet of Things, of location-based things, of crowd, of cloud, of networks, whatever, and see what of these things can help me increase my value to the customer. And sometimes you get something new about it. And then you change the way you create value. And that's digital transformation. If you create value in new means, better, cheaper, more efficient on a grander scale. So that's not so hard. And I think actually most of us could do it. We just need to do it.